Killers of the Flower Moon, directed by Martin Scorsese. I was absolutely floored watching this film in its layered depiction of a calculated slaughter. Given Scorsese's history with the mob genre, there's a similar hierarchy at play with William Hale and Ernest Burkhart. Will, played by Robert De Niro, is the boss that brings Ernest into the fold and shows him how to earn blood money. Ernest, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, serves his uncle's interest and doesn't dare question his authority. When Ernest is faced with the decision to testify against his uncle's atrocities, he fears being labeled a rat by those who seek to cripple the Osage tribe. Towards the end, he realizes that he's as expendable as the Osage natives he's helping to exploit. The conflict between honoring his uncle and serving his wife is heavily contested. Once he sees the remains of the explosion that kills Anna, it strikes a nerve within him that he was previously blind to, and he realizes that he might have gone too far in his exploits. DiCaprio gives a magnificent performance in showcasing a malleable nephew and a devoted husband all in one character. There's a spiritual element of the Osage natives wanting to end their life from the impossible situation they find themselves in. No one will believe them, and any help that they seek out is extinguished by the white settlers. Lily Gladstone's performance embodies this sentiment as she convinces the viewer to feel her bitterness towards the greedy coyotes. Even her moments of deliberation register a deep pain over the hopeless circumstances. William Hale was the ultimate symbol of the phrase, "The road to hell is paved with good intentions." His close-ups magnified his lack of humanity whenever he restrained his prejudice against the Osage to sell him on the lie that they're actually allies. His mannerisms and knowledge of the Osage language were all calculated in order to take over their oil money. The scene that stood out to me was the opposite reaction between Will and Ernest when the death of Ernest's daughter is revealed. In a wide shot, we see Will put on an empty religious gesture, whereas Ernest can't hide his pain and breaks down into tears. The polarity of their conscience is on full display and is further evidence of Will's facade. Scorsese shows a meticulous level of respect towards the Osage Nation and was even acknowledged by one of their own.
Early on, I asked Mr. Scorsese, how are you going to approach this story? And he said, I'm going to tell a story about trust between Mollie and Ernest, trust between the outside world and the Osage, and a betrayal of those trusts, deep betrayal. And my people suffered greatly, and to this very day, those effects are with us. But I can say, on behalf of the Osage, Marty Scorsese and his team have restored trust, and we know that trust will not be betrayed.
People mentioned that it felt too long, but I saw it at 9 p.m. on a Thursday night, and I am by no means a night owl. I call it early consistently. It kept my intrigue the whole time, and I personally felt inspired by Scorsese's attitude of just going for it at whatever risk, at the scale that this film was, even at his old age.
As far as taking risks at this age, what else can I do? What am I going to do? I don't know. What do they want me to do? I don't understand. You take a risk. No, let's go do something comfortable. Are you kidding? Comfortable, like sitting comfortable on a set in the heat? You might as well be risking. I don't mean to be flip about it, but it is, you're right, it is a big gamble, but I don't know, we took a chance.